This tutorial is going to cover how to get creative with text in CorelDRAW. I'm going to show you a couple options I didn't show you in any of the other tutorials. So go ahead and click on your text tool, and I've just created a couple shapes for examples. And the first thing I want to show you is how to create text on the inside of a shape. So with your text tool, just hover over this circle until you see the cursor change to where it has a little AB, and then go ahead and click. And what this is going to allow you to do is type on the inside of a shape, and it follows the curve of that shape. I'm just going to type in some nonsense here as a placeholder. And then if the text is how you like it, go ahead and go back to your pick tool. Go ahead and click off to the side. Click on the circle itself. Go to Arrange, Convert to Curves, and then click on the text so that it's highlighted with the cursor. Then go to Arrange, Convert to Curves. And now that circle and the text are separated from each other, and you can move this text and use it just by itself with the circle shape, or you can use it along with this circle. The other thing I want to show you is how to type on the outside edge of a shape. So go back to your text tool, and then just hover over the edge of this polygon till you see an A with a little squiggly underneath of the A, and then click, and then you can go ahead and type on the outside edge whatever you want, and it follows that shape. And then as well with this one, once you have the text how you like it, go ahead and hit Convert to Curves, and then you can take this polygon out and let the text make the shape, or you can use the polygon along with it as a little bit of a design element, maybe scale it down a bit. I'm going to delete that. The next thing I want to show you, which I've covered in other tutorials before, is the interactive envelope tool, which you're going to find underneath of the interactive blend tool. So click on the interactive envelope tool, and you'll see that it puts kind of a dotted line around the word tigers. Then go ahead and click on single arc mode, and then you can click and drag these little nodes to curve the text however you'd like it. If you do hit Control Z, you're going to have to click on the arc mode that you want again. Another way you can do this is to hold down Control, and you can click and drag, and it's going to bring both sides at the same time. And then if you hold down Shift and click and drag, it's going to send those nodes in opposite directions. Alright, so the thing I want to focus on in this tutorial is placing text on a path. So for this baseball, we want to make two sets of curved text that follow the curve of the baseball. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this word tigers. I'm going to right click and drag over top of the circle until I see crosshairs, and then I'm going to let go, and I'm going to say fit text to path. And that puts the text on the top of the circle centered. And then at this point, I can go ahead and double click on it to go into text mode. I can highlight the word tigers. I can make it bigger if I'd like. And I can change the font or whatever. And then if I have the text how I like it, I can go to Arrange, Convert to Curves, and then I can move this down a little bit, scale it in to kind of go along with the curve of the baseball. If you don't want to eyeball it like that and kind of stretch the text to fit the curve, there's another way we can do it. I'm going to hit Control Z a couple times until I'm back to where this text wasn't connected with the circle. And I'm going to take this circle that I've created. I'm going to hit Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I'm going to color it a different color. Doesn't matter because we're going to get rid of it later on. Then I'm going to scale it in, and if you want to scale uniformly all around towards the center point, just hold down Shift on your keyboard. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Arrange, Order, to Back, and then Arrange, Order, Forward 1. Let me make that a darker color. It's a little easier to see. And then just size this up to where you want the text edge to kind of be. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on Tigers again and drag it to the smaller circle till I see the crosshairs and let go. And then click Fit Text Path. And then that's going to put the text on that smaller circle for me. And then at this point I can highlight this. I can change the size, the text font, and anything I want to do. And I like how this looks, so I'm going to click on the text, go up to Arrange, Convert to Curves. Then I'm going to click on the smaller circle and press Delete because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard, right click and drag from the red eye to the word Tigers just to copy that color over. And then I'm going to add an outline to this, so I'm going to double click on the outline box down here. I'm going to select the width. I'm going to select a color. I'm going to choose a Pantone black because that's what I have in my picture already. I'm going to say rounded corners and line caps. Behind fill, scale with image checked. Hit OK. And I have some pretty neat text that goes along with the curve of the baseball. The next thing I want to show you is how to do underside curve, because we're going to type the word baseball underneath of here. It's a little more tricky, but you can do it. Go ahead and go to your text tool and then just click anywhere on the screen and then type baseball, but this time leave a space in between each letter. This helps when it comes to creating text on the underside curve, and it might make more sense later on. So then I'm going to go back to my pick tool. I'm going to go and select the font that I've been using. I'm going to size this up. And then what I want to do is I'm going to right click and drag to the circle again and let go. Click Fit Text Path, and that puts the baseball on the top again like before. And then I don't want it on the top, I want it near the bottom. So then what I need to do is I'm going to click this button up here that says Mirror Text Vertically, and then I'm going to click on the text, actually click on the circle itself, and I'm going to rotate the circle around so that my text kind of lines up on the bottom. And then I'm going to click on the text again, and I'm going to click Mirror Text Horizontally. And that's going to flip the word back to where I can read it. And then at this point you can double click on the word to go to text mode again, and you can highlight it. You can increase the size or whatever you think you need. I'm going to rotate the circle just a little bit more. And then at this point I can click on the text, arrange, convert to curves because I like it. and then I can scale it in just a little bit. Move it up so it goes along with tigers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard once again, right click and drag the red of the tigers word to the baseball to make it red. And then this time I'm going to right click and drag without holding Shift and let go on top of baseball, and I'm going to click copy outline here. Just a quick way to use that same outline on the word baseball. Then at this point, what I want to do is I want to click on my blue circle. I'm going to hit Control C on my keyboard again to copy that, Control V to paste it. I'm going to hold down Shift and then click and drag just to uniformly increase the size of that circle just a little bit. I'm going to click on Pantone Black to make it black. Then I'm going to hit Shift Page Down to send that all the way to the back. You can also find that under Arrange Order to Back. And then I'm going to click on my blue circle and just make it white. And I have a nice looking little badge for Tigers Baseball, where the text curves along with the baseball itself.